Hello, I'm Dieonik, and welcome back to Let's Play Danganronpa! Okay, alright. I told you I'm loopy in the last episode, because I am sick and tired and out of it. Okay, so last episode, Asahina ran her ass off to avoid us. So we're gonna assume that everyone's going to have a similar reaction to us being near them, because something bad is definitely happening. Alright, she's not in the cafetorium anymore. Alright, so no one's in the gymatorium. Alright, you're in the Batunicals. You're in the biolab. Alright, let's go bug you in the biolab first. When I returned to the biolab, the very first image that greeted my eyes was of her collapsed on the floor. What the Fukawa? What the Fukawa? Are we clones? Is this clone high? Is this clone high? Is this clone high? One of the containers is open, but Fukawa! Alright, whatever. Alright. Fukawa, are you okay? She's not. Dead, is she? I'll never get used to that. Says Genocider Show. Whoa! Brr, it's freaking Arctic up in here. I could catch a cold. You're right. You could. Sleeping in a place like this? Sleeping? Oh, silly me. I must have passed out again. Then you came and found me. Saw me sleeping. And yo Johnny was all like, boing. What? I assume you're talking about... Okay, whatever. No, it was not. I assume you were talking about... Oh my god, I got something in my eye. My eyeball, why do you betray me? Are you done betraying me, eyeball? Alright, you're gonna be done betraying me for now. Get your eared thing in there. Alright, there we go. Get your... There we go. No, it was not. And what? Did you clam up? Did you titter like a schoolgirl? What? Anyway, why do you faint? Having the faintest. Faintest. I woke up and I was sleeping. Little Miss Gloomy must have done something. That's right. When you change personalities, you don't keep the other one's memories. Bingo! We may share the same knowledge, but we don't share the same memory. But quit talking like there's a con or something. It's actually a pretty huge pro. I mean, come on. I can remember things she can't. It's like for the price of one. I think 1 for the price of 2 fits better. Load a Genocider's secret into your lecture ID. You can find it in the ammunition bin. But we knew that! Anyway. Where's my boo? Tell me, or you're dead. I think Togami is performing his own investigation somewhere. By himself? I imagine so. I knew it. Not that I had any doubts. I'm a pro when it comes to my white knight. Anyway, gotta go. My white knight must be oh so lonely without me. Fukawa ran off. Well, it wasn't, I guess it was genocide or not, Fukawa. Her incomparably disturbing laugh fading to nothing as she disappeared into the hall. Crap, that's right. I forgot to ask her about that picture. Though, I probably couldn't have gotten anything out of Genocider. Plus, I've got more important things to worry about right now. Like, what caused Fukawa to pass out? It couldn't have been something, it couldn't have been a coincidence. Something had to have triggered it. Alright, well, we know what triggered it. Oh my god, it's back in my eye. One of the refrigerators were open. When I was in here last, I'm positive they were all shut. That's what did it.
So.
That's why Fukawa fainted. How long have you been standing here? Kirigiri?
Naiki-kun.
Sorry to keep you waiting. Are you feeling better? I apologize for worrying you. No apology necessary. That aside, Negi, this room... yes? Looks kind of like a morgue. Yeah, it is. So I was right. Fukawa fell unconscious because she looked inside the refrigerator. You know she had fainted? Just now, I crossed paths with Genocider running through the halls. I thought she might have sneezed, but now that I've seen this room, I understand what really happened. In an attempt to investigate this room, she opened that refrigerator. And, seeing the corpse inside, she had lost consciousness. Also causing trouble, isn't she? Always causing trouble. Whatever, I'll read things wrong if I want to. I'm loopy. In any event, we can't just leave the fridge open like this. We should close it back up. Ah, yeah. Give me a hand, Negi. Kiri approached the refrigerator, placed her hand on the door, and stopped. What is it? It seems it's a little too soon to put this body back to rest. What? Why? Because the corpse here belongs to Mikuro Ikasaba. Mikuro Ikasaba? Seriously? Mikuro Ikasaba's body is inside of that storage unit. I imagine it was being held during the class trial, as has happened every other time. So the Puppet Master did it. Since he didn't think we'd be revisiting Mikuro Ikasaba's trial. Most likely, yes. Okay, well, if the body was here this whole time, then there is a body missing. No. Maybe? I don't remember. Most likely, yes. And oh well, I was operating under the thought process that the outlines were actually the bodies that were in here, and that there was a body extra. So Mikuro Ikasaba's body being there would be the extra body? Does that make sense? I don't know. Whatever. In any case, I can finally examine her body. That's right, she doesn't have time to look at... That's right, she didn't have time to look at the body the last trial. I'll begin my examination right away. And this time, I'll find the evidence we need to grab the Puppet Master by the tail. So, what should I do? Wait over there. I'll tell you what I found once I'm done. Over there, huh? Over where? Right here? I've already looked at this. Okay. I thought I recognized the vinyl sheets from somewhere. Yeah. They're the same as the one inside the shed, plus that one. It's like a biology lab. Which means the sheet used to obscure the time of death was in the last trial. Came from this room, there's no doubt about it. Well, this room was locked, so how did that happen? Well, I guess we determined that it was the Puppet Master trying to frame us, right? Reloaded via white vinyl sheets into the okay, all right. Kiddo, let's look at this, I guess. Lights on the left are blue, but the ones on the other side are off.
どうやら
The lights must indicate which containers are in use. The lights indicate which containers are in use. Taking into account the one Makuro Akasaba's body is in, a total of 9 units have their lights turned on. 9 lights. Okay, reloaded storage unit lights into the electro ID. Okay. I should see what Kiri has to say about the group photo. She is there. She was, after all, in the picture. Hey, Kiri, if it won't get in the way of your investigation, there's something I'd like to ask. Yes? About that announcement Monokuma made earlier. If you're talking about that hint nonsense, I didn't go. Why didn't? You didn't? Why not?
だって
A hint from him at a time like this couldn't be anything but an attempt to throw us off track. Furthermore, I want to solve the mystery myself without any help from him. Yeah, I understand that. I kinda wanted to hear what she thought, but I guess that's not happening. From the way she's acting, I can imagine she's trying to trick me. I can't imagine she's trying to trick me. So that means the picture really is another one of the Puppet Master's traps set to mislead me. Yeah, that's gotta be it. If not, it just doesn't make any sense. I'm all done, Negi. Already? That was fast. Taking one's time is easy. Completing a job quickly requires skill. I'll make my explanation quickly, too. Okay? So, what did he come up with? I performed a thorough investigation of the corpse's wounds and traces of blood left on the body. It's highly likely that the wounds to both the abdomen and to the back of the head were incurred post-mortem. What? Because of the burns, it's hard to be positive, but I'm almost certain. So basically, neither of them could have been the cause of death. Then her true cause of death, as a result of severe damage caused by an explosion, the identity of the deceased is unknown. The explosion occurred post-mortem. The deceased suffered a single knife wound to the abdomen, extended to the back of the body. There are signs of trauma visible on the back of the deceased's head, which appeared to have been caused by a strike from a cylindrical object approximately the same diameter as an iron pipe. Additionally, there are numerous wounds visible in multiple locations on the deceased's body. However, these wounds are not incurred in the last few days, but at some earlier time. That only leaves the numerous wounds all over her body. But I thought those were supposed to be old.
そうかしら
Nowhere does it say they're old wounds. What?
だって
The Monokuma file simply says these wounds were not incurred in the last few days. There's a difference?
違うわ
There's a big difference, specifically in what they each imply.
ね
You seem to have conflated Okay, so there was something that wasn't discussed and something that we never found out anything about. And there was a strange noise that sounded like tapping or drilling or rumbling or something during the pool trial or just before the pool trial. And that gun wasn't fired. I don't think the gun was fired. So if it was Makuro Ikasaba trying to do something, and getting shredded by a machine gun, either that machine gun or the ones at the main door, that's a thing, right? Like, that's something that that hasn't been brought up or talked about. So they could have been just like shot a billion times, killed, and then, you know, the body had been, you know, set up to frame us or whatever. You seem to have conflated the phrase incurred at some earlier time with old wounds.
だけど
But by doing that, you've trapped yourself in a corner. The phrase old wounds implies they have nothing to do with the murder, doesn't it? And you're saying they do. But we were given the Monokuma file right after she was murdered, weren't we? So wounds incurred more than a few days prior to then couldn't possibly be the cause of death.
じゃあ
And what if the murder itself didn't occur in the last few days? Huh?
少なくとも
It's one possibility, is it not? It's a possibility I brought up multiple times. One possibility.
そう
Detectives don't have superpowers. We can't just look at a crime and divine the truth right then and there. On the contrary, the best detectives consider numerous possibilities in the beginning,
つまり
not ensnaring their thought process with common sense, prejudice, or preconceived notions. They then explore each and every one of those possibilities over the course of their investigation. I doubt there's much point in me teaching you how a detective thinks, but it would be wise to keep in mind so long as you intend to continue solving mysteries. Loaded Kirigiri's testimony into your lecture ID you can find in the ammunition menu.
ね
While we're at it, if there's anything you'd like to ask me about the body, you should do it now. Oh yeah, there was one thing. I was looking at the Makuro Ikasaba's profile earlier, and it had her height, weight, and such listed.
それは
Height, 169 centimeters, weight, 44 kilograms, bust, 88 centimeters, flying, whatever. Waist, 55 centimeters, hips, 82 centimeters, am I right? You remembered all that? Those measurements match the body precisely. So, she really is. On top of that, there's also the Fenrir tattoo, so I'd say there's no room for doubt.
そうね
This body is Makuro Ikasaba's. Reloaded Makuro Ikasaba's student profile updated data can be found in the ammunition menu.
それで
Is that all you wanted to know? Yeah, I think so.
じゃあ
In that case, we're done with her corpse. Let's get out of here. It's freezing. Hold on. Shouldn't we put her body back? I'd feel kind of bad just leaving her out like this.
なぜ
You feel bad? Have you forgotten? She's one of our enemies. She's a member of the Super Duper High School Despair. But she was murdered, so that makes her a victim too.
ね
Have you heard the saying, you reap what you sow? I mean, yeah, you're right, but still. Yeah, that is kind of heartless. You really are soft. Unbelievably so. I have unbelievably soft skin. However, wouldn't the fact that she lent me her hand and didn't abandon me mean that she too was, in her own words, soft?
じゃあ
And with that, we've completed our investigation of this room. From here, we go our separate ways again. Just 1 second. I still had one more thing. One more thing. Something I had to ask her about. The notebook I found in that locker room. I had to find out. Oh crap. Alright. Hey, Kirigiri. There's one last thing I'd really like to ask you about.
何
And what would that be? You absolutely sure that you hadn't made contact with your dad since coming here? What?
それは
What do you mean by that? You know there's a locker room on the dorm's second floor, right? I do, yes. Though the lockers there can only be opened with the owner's Electro ID, no? I use the emergency Electro ID.
なるほどね
Ah, the one in the headmaster's room.
それで
And what did you find in those lockers? A notebook. And as far as I can tell, could only belong to you.
なんで
And what makes you think that?
だって
As I just said, only the locker's owner can get inside, no? Well, I just told you how I got inside. And there's no way those lockers were assigned to... Oh, okay, right. Okay, well, there's that. After all, we only just recently gained access to that area. So I couldn't possibly have put anything in it. Anyway, why would I need to put a notebook in a locker? Well, yes, you're right about that. The author of the notebook refers to the headmaster as my father. Does he have another child who attended the school? But would that make sense? Would that make sense? I don't know. Maybe Kiri has a brother or sister. My father. Eh?
もしかして
Then, just maybe, those videos were the real thing too? Videos?
苗木くん
Negi, it seems everything's come together. Albeit in the worst way possible. What do you mean?
私は
I'm going to the locker room now. I want to confirm what you told me with my own eyes. Then you should take the headmaster's Electro ID. That way,
それは
not necessary. If I'm right, my Electro ID should open that locker. After all, it's undoubtedly my locker. Your locker.
苗木くん
If you watch this, you'll understand. What's this? A DVD? 78th class. Emergency interviews. Yeah.
それは
I found this in the hidden room after you left.
とにかく
I don't have time to explain my theory in detail, so watch this instead. When you do, I'm sure you'll realize what it means. For my notebook to have ended up in the locker without my knowledge. I'm not really sure I get it, but it sounds like there's some important information on this DVD. Loaded emergency interview DVD into your Electro ID. You can find it in the ammunition menu.
苗木くん
One more thing, Negi. Would you mind if I rambled at you for a bit? What about?
つまり
To start from the end, I was unable to sort things out. Rather, I found myself growing less and less certain of things, including my own feelings. She's talking about her dad, isn't she? That's one question I'll never be able to answer. Not now, not ever. All because of the Puppet Master.
だけど
But there's one thing that has made itself clear to me. I came to let the Puppet Master go. I can't let the Puppet Master go unpunished.
私は
I want nothing more than to defeat him, and I now have one more reason to do so. An intense flame had risen in Kirigiri's eyes. Her determination to triumph over the Puppet Master. It's odd that I would come to feel this way after learning of that man's death. I will read however I want. Do not correct me. Had he been alive and well, living a happy life, I'm sure I wouldn't have even given it a second thought.
なぜ
So why then? Is it so hard for me to accept that's not how it turned out? It's absurd. I don't understand it one bit. Her lips curved into a smile, and she let out a small, sorrowful laugh. Well, that's enough chit-chat for now. There's still things left to be done. Yeah, there are.
ね
Never forget that there is only one truth. Whether it be just or whether it be unjust. Whether it be righteous or whether it be wicked. What do you mean?
苗木くん
Even if the truth you find is wrought in despair, don't lose hope. Of course I won't. After all, my one redeeming quality is my optimism, right? That's right. That's what she said to him when he was in the trash room. Yeah. Sorry to bore you with my silly ramblings.
じゃあ
Well, I'm going to head out now. Till we meet again at the final class trial. With her parting words, Kirigiri left the biolab. So she just said we're not going to see her again. Okay. I guess I should get going too. I should be able to watch that DVD Kirigiri gave me in the AV room. Maybe the truth really is wrought in despair like Kirigiri said. But no matter what happens, I won't give in. No matter how terrible the truth might be, there's not a chance in hell I'm letting it defeat me. Okie dokie. Okay. So, before we go do that, I'm gonna end this here. Next episode's probably going to be wrapping up a lot of things. And then the final class trial seems like it's going to happen very soon. It seems like we're running out of road, so that's good, because I've been playing this game forever, and I'd like to play something else. But I am enjoying it. I am enjoying this game immensely. And it's really cool that it has some things that I could have guessed. So that gives me like kind of like, oh, okay, that's cool. It's cool that they went that way. Okay, I can identify with that. And then at the same time, it has elements that I completely did not expect, and that adds, you know, like, what a twist to the whole thing. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. Leave a like, comment on what you think of the game, what you think of the series. Go check out the other videos I've done, and I will see you soon. No.